Welcome back to Tales from the Empty Nest. She's Mama.
He's a big boy.
And we're just a couple of empty nesters now trying to get through the last week of Christmas, our very first Christmas without the kids. So it's not the last week of Christmas. It's almost the last week of the year is what I really meant. I jacked that all up. It's fine. I'm tired. Mom is tired.
Long day.
We had a long Monday. Before we get started, and I think we got a good show tonight, but before we get started, make sure you check out our website, www.talesfromemptynest.com. Links to the socials, links to all the places you can watch the podcast or listen to the podcast. There's a link to the store if you want to get some Pool and Lit hats, Pool and Lit koozies, Pool and Lit cups, Pool and Lit pool bag, which is, again, really nice. We talked about, we're going to have to show that. We got to do a video. We haven't really done a video. It is actually a legit pool bag. Huge. Nice deal. So check us out there. We also have a contact form. We get lots of people reaching out and asking questions or giving us comments on the contact form. We really appreciate that. We answer all the emails. So if you want to send us an email, you want to send us some questions you'd like us to answer or just some topics you'd like us to talk about, do it right there on the contact form on the website. Again, www.talesfromemptynest.com. How about a little weekend recap?
It went by way too fast.
It did go by too fast. And man, for some reason, this was like the slowest, like darkest, like, and it wasn't even dark outside.
Yeah.
But like the sun was like, because I think
our daylight was very short.
Yeah, I think winter solstice happens like in the next week or something like that, and then the days start getting longer again. So we're coming to like the darkest or the weirdest like shadow days. Like even when it's 1 o'clock in the afternoon, the shadows are long and it looks like it's 5 o'clock. So yeah, man, I'm zapped. We had I don't know, we had a pretty good weekend. I think we had Mimi Christmas, which was pretty good this year. Tell everybody about Mimi Christmas.
So I have a large family. I think we've mentioned that before. I have 6 brothers and sisters. No,
5 brothers.
5 brothers and sisters. We have 6 total kids in the family, and lots of nieces and nephews. I don't know, like over 10.
There's like a million of them.
So, my mom is really big on getting everybody together. She wants everybody at her house all at one time, and she knows she can't compete now sometimes with in-laws and other plans that other sides of the family might have. So she never gets us together on the actual holiday. She always says the Saturday before the holiday is hers. So for Thanksgiving, we get together the Saturday before Thanksgiving, and for Christmas, we get together the Saturday before Christmas. So hopefully all of us can make it for that weekend in case we're traveling out of town. So this year we actually all made it. So she was very happy about that.
Yeah, and most of the in-laws made it as well.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, just we were missing one.
Yeah, and then we were missing a significant other from our side.
Mm-hmm.
But one of the significant others made it. So
correct.
It was big. It was a lot of people, but it was actually pretty good this year. I felt like it didn't drag on like it sometimes does.
Well, it was still a marathon. I don't know what's normal when you have Christmas get-togethers with your family, but ours was like a little over 3.5 hours.
Yeah, and it's not so much. So here, I was thinking about this. It's not that you're there for 3.5 hours. It's that Mimi like makes it.
It's a schedule.
It's an itinerary for 3.5 hours. It's not like you can just sit down and have conversations and catch up with people.
And not that it's all about drinking, but we also cannot drink at her house due to her religious beliefs.
That didn't even bother me.
That kind of would help kind of take the edge off.
Yeah, that part didn't even bother me. But it's funny because her siblings are some of the most competitive people on the planet. And part of Mimi Christmas is games.
Mm-hmm.
And
That's a big part of it.
Like sitting back from the outside looking in on that. And I'm a competitive person. I always have been. When I was younger, I probably would have been right in the middle of all these arguments. But I'm just old and I don't care anymore. Holy shit. Like
we're all adults, but we're little
big
kids
time adults.
When it comes
like
time
with
to play
grown
games.
kids and shit. And like we're arguing over the point systems of games, how that's not fair. How can they
want to win?
Man, they do. It's wild. And it makes it even longer because everybody's arguing.
Yeah. New blood in the family, it takes them a while to adjust when they get when they come to one of the Mimi holiday
Yeah.
get-togethers.
Like I think
they see a whole other side of our family.
I think our daughter's boyfriend, that was probably
I kept looking at him and he was just like,
yeah, what is happening right now?
just watching everything.
It gets bloody. Like families split on two different teams and they're arguing with each other and fighting with each other. It's pretty crazy. But one thing I did want to talk about, I didn't bring this up just because of this, but I think it's interesting. You and I've talked about it, Mama. Mimi gets really, really upset if everybody doesn't come.
Yeah, she does.
And
man, you're on her
you get like on the Mimi shit list if you don't show up for Mimi Thanksgiving and Mimi Christmas.
We were on the shit list last year.
Yeah.
We missed it due to
we were down in Austin for football.
They played against Clemson for a playoff game and we had to break it to her. We're going to miss it. And I got the whole spiel.
So
picking football over family.
Yeah, it was like pretty aggressive too. It wasn't like a joke.
She does not like it. Those are her Saturdays, and we're supposed to know that.
Yeah,
we cannot make any other plans.
Yeah, so, and that part's pretty funny and frustrating for me. Not that I don't have a big family, so
right. It's very different for you.
Yeah, it never is a conflict for us. It's really a conflict with like what I would rather do than go to Mimi Christmas. So anyhow, I think that's interesting, and I'm curious out there in TikTok land, because this video will probably go up on TikTok. Do you have big families, or do you have a mother-in-law or a mother or a father or father-in-law that gets very territorial about their day?
Or are they just understanding that?
Yeah, are they understanding that you're now part of a mixed family and you might have other things to do? It's always been kind of like it doesn't really bother me because I'm going to do what I want to do anyway. But like, I think some of your brothers and sisters feel pressure and the in-laws feel pressure.
We all do. I mean, I do.
Yeah.
You know, I hate to tell her I'm going to miss something because I know how much it breaks her heart. But
yeah, we have a lot of empty nesters that follow us. Do you guys put pressure on your kids around the holidays to be there? We always tell our kids, well, and really, to be frank, this is our first real year without them.
Well, we know how it feels.
Well, yeah, but I mean,
pressured, so we don't ever want to put that on them either.
We're just going to say, hey, we'd love to have you. If you can make it, great. If you can't, we understand. And then we'll pout about it or whatever. Yeah. But yeah, man, the whole full court press thing is crazy. But actually, Mimi Christmas was really good this year compared to the last couple of times I've gone.
Yeah. Grandkids are getting older.
Yeah.
It just makes things more fun and exciting. So, yeah. We did have a lot of fun watching the youngest.
Yeah, there was a new baby.
Around. He's a year old, so he's the newest. I think the one closest to him in age is 9 or 10. So, yeah, it's been a minute since we've had a little one. So that was a lot of fun. We could have just sat there and watched him play the whole time. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah. So anyway, Mimi Christmas was Saturday. And then Sunday we got up. We decided we wanted to watch Quinn Ewers do his first start as an NFL quarterback. So, and we don't have NFL Sunday ticket or whatever it's called because I'm not an NFL guy at all. Yeah. I know that's crazy. I'm wearing a Cowboy shirt.
Well, we get to watch the Cowboys because of where we live, so.
Well, yeah, but I'm just saying, I'm not an NFL guy. I'm wearing an NFL shirt.
But they won't broadcast the Dolphins, so.
But anyway, so we could have picked various places. We decided to go to Twin Peaks. And it was literally dress up like Mrs. Santa Claus Whore Day at Twin Peaks.
Yeah, I don't know what the theme was, but everybody's wearing red.
That had to be. That's what it was.
And Santa hats, and then they had. I mean,
hey, if we have people listening that do that or their daughters do that, I don't mean that in a negative way at all.
But we just walked in kind of shocked.
Yeah, like usually you walk in there and they're wearing like some
something on.
really cut off shorts and like a revealing shirt, but it's a top, right? We walked in. And like when we sat down, a girl walked past us coming from like behind me. And so I just like, when I see movement, I turn my head. I look, this girl was like.
Or if you see half naked women, you also turn your head. To be fair.
Fair enough, maybe. But holy crap. I mean, she was wearing like.
Thong. Like thong. Like.
Yeah, like.
Everything hanging out.
Yes.
And a bra.
Yeah.
That was it. And shoes.
It was super revealing day at Twin Peaks.
It was lingerie day.
Yeah, which it's not a big deal to me. Mama likes it. So
We like to play who's got the best figure, who looks the best.
Yeah.
There was a nip slip.
Yeah, there was a nip slip too, so that was kind
We
of
were going to
exciting.
tell her, but by the time we were going to tell her or had an opportunity to, she already had figured it out. So, but that's how revealing their outfits were.
Yeah, it was pretty crazy. I got in trouble for looking at one of the girls.
I was just kidding with you.
No, you weren't. I got in trouble. I don't know. She had like a Zoe. How do you say it? Zoe Deschanel.
A Zoe Deschanel, yeah.
She had like the total Zoe Deschanel look from what is it, Elf?
Elf. She's
except she was in a lot less clothes, but that's what she looked like to me. She had dark hair, blue eyes. Like she looked very plain looking, but like somehow
intriguing,
very pretty. And yeah, she walked by me and I glanced
This is
over.
after he already said, "Oh man, she's got a."
Yeah, she's got a Zoe Deschanel
and
thing.
she walks by and I see him.
Yeah. Well, I just wanted to make sure I was right. I just wanted to make sure I was right.
You wanted to make sure she looked like that.
But Mama looks at the girls way more than I do, in fairness.
I can't.
She's like picking them. She's like going, ooh, I think that one has a better butt than that one. And oh, and that one's bra doesn't fit. And oh, look at her. Now that's a bra that fits. And da 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 da. So between snacks, Mama is definitely checking out the ladies much more than I am.
I'm getting visual snacks too.
Yeah, visual snacks and eatery snack. But we sat up there for a whole round of football games. Yeah, ate some food, had a few beers, and then man just came home and kind of crashed out. It was again, man. It's just by
I was in bed by I
yeah. You like went to bed at like 8:30. Yeah. So yeah, that was our weekend. Kind of lame. I'm ready for the sun to be back.
Me too.
I'm ready to be able to get out in the pool.
I understand it's not gonna be hot. Well, it's gonna be hot.
Well, hot tub.
Week. It's crazy. It's not gonna be hot, but I just want the sun. I just get like that seasonal depression when it's so dark. Yeah. I don't like it.
It's terrible. I'm not a huge fan of it. But anyway, that was our weekend. That was good. This weekend should be better. We're gonna go down to Fredericksburg, do some restaurants, do some wines. Have a quick getaway for our 26th anniversary. I was gonna say it's a big week. Is our 26th anniversary.
Yes. It's our 26th anniversary on the 26th. I just realized that.
Yeah.
Boom.
Yeah.
Crazy.
So it's like a legit anniversary.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're one of the crazy couples that said, "Hey, Christmas isn't cool enough. Let's get married the day after Christmas." And there was we did it because there's a big story behind it. Yeah, we'll do like a whole show
why
on
we
that.
got married the day after Christmas, because that wasn't our initial plan.
Yeah.
So,
but anyhow, Christmas coming up on Thursday, our anniversary on Friday. We will get up Christmas Day, head to Fredericksburg, spend Friday and Saturday whole there, and then drive back on Sunday.
Yep.
Kids are coming Wednesday night.
Yep.
First, we're gonna do some brisket and some mac and cheese and some baked potatoes for Christmas. Exchange some gifts. I'm sad. Our son's girlfriend is not coming.
Oh, I know.
I was kind of excited to have them all there, but we did get to see her on what was it, Tuesday of this week?
Thursday of last week.
Thursday of last week. That's right. Yeah.
For our Olive Garden.
It's
dinner.
not even. I just said Tuesday of this week. Tuesday is tomorrow.
Tomorrow, yeah. That's all
I'm
right.
getting old, Mama.
It's been a long day today.
Yeah.
We both got our asses kicked. So.
So yeah, it's a full week. It's going to be a fun week. We hope you guys have like good plans for the Christmas holidays.
Of course.
So
good Christmas.
Yeah, I hope everybody has a great Christmas.
What we got up next?
Did you ever think we would make it to 26 years?
I didn't ever not think we would. I mean, there was a moment of
there was times
uh-ohs, which we've discussed, but you don't ever get married and go,
yeah, that's fair.
I don't think this won't ever last.
I just didn't think I'd be old enough probably to be married.
You always think you're gonna die
Well, I am almost always gonna die.
You're gonna live till you're 90.
Life's been trying to kill me for a long time, babe.
Yeah, it's failed.
So I know.
You're
But at some point, it's going to catch up and it's going to win. It has to. That's the way life works. But yeah, man, over a quarter of a century. That I remember, and I think we have it. There's like an embroidery thing from my family that was my great granddaddy and his wife's, my great grandmother's 25th anniversary thing. It was someone embroidered it and gave it to him, and I'm pretty sure we have it somewhere. That was 25. And I remember like when my dad gave us that, was like, man, that's a long time to be married.
I both sides of my is that right? Both sides grandparents have passed, so I don't have any living grandparents. But I remember celebrating my mom's parents, my mom's side of the family, their 50th wedding
Yeah,
anniversary.
no, that's crazy. So
I hope we make it to that one day.
if we make it to 50, I will be 72 years old and some change.
We can do it. We're healthy.
Are we?
I mean, not this month, but there's 12 months in the year.
Yeah.
So
We got to be really good the rest of the months.
and I've been bad too. So I've been letting stuff.
I've been packing on
It's
some
just
weight.
hard this time of year.
I've been packing on some weight this whole last few weeks to make the comeback even better on the big boy challenge.
Yeah, what's it called? What's it called when you gain weight and then
I'm bulking.
You're bulking.
Yeah, I'm on a dirty
it's
bulk.
bulking season.
I'm dirty bulking. So that when I lose all this weight, it's a miracle. It's
all
amazing.
That muscle's going to show underneath.
Exactly. So yeah, man, Christmas, man. It's so sad. The years. I feel like when you're a kid, years go by like kind of fast.
You just don't pay attention to time. It doesn't. It
but
doesn't
like
matter.
I feel like the older you get, like it just like starts spinning.
Well,
and you know how like a tether ball.
Yes.
And you know how like the closer it gets.
Yep.
Yeah. I feel like the older you get, you're getting closer to the post in tetherball, and you're just like freaking.
I love the saying, "The day is long, but wait, the day is long, but the years are short," or something like that. Isn't there a saying like that?
I've not heard that saying,
Days
but
are long,
it sounds
and
like
the
there could
years
probably
are short, something like that. There's a saying, and I feel like that's.
We're gonna have to look that up now. We're gonna have to make sure we know what the saying. That is true, 100%. So yeah, man. But it's sad. Like Christmas is about to be passed, New Year's is about to be passed, and then we get a new year.
And then I always tell myself when we start putting away the Christmas stuff, it's gonna be here before you know it, and it is every year.
Yeah, it's crazy. It really is. It really is nuts how time speeds up the older you get because you stay more busy. You've got more things going on. I think.
And it also starts making more of an impact because life is precious and you're not getting any younger.
Right.
So then it's like slow down time. I don't want to get older. I don't want the end game coming and approaching. So I feel like that's another thing that comes into play. Whereas when you're younger, you're invincible. You don't ever think about,
True that.
How valuable life is sometimes.
All right. So the last show we did, we talked about it after the show, and we said we've got to like be responsible for different parts of the show. So yeah. So you don't remember that? You don't know that you're supposed to have something to talk about?
No.
Well, you did think of something, and I wrote it down.
Oh, but I didn't give any thought to it though.
Well, that's your fault.
Shoot.
So Mama was sitting there, and she's been watching.
Remember saying that.
She's been watching like this old movie on Netflix. What is it called? Faceoff.
Okay, so
you tell the story.
I have to watch while I'm getting ready for work. I have to have some like background movie or show playing, and it's got to kind of be something that I've seen before or familiar with because I can't be paying a lot of attention to it. Otherwise, I'll never get ready for work. So I just like to have the noise in the background. And Netflix had suggested Face Off, and I remember that movie when I was younger, and I loved that movie. And so then it made me think, if you're not familiar with it, I don't know how to go say this without going into too much detail because I want to make it about that. But they changed faces, and at the end, towards the end, John Travolta, his character's having to tell his wife, he just kind of shares a story like, this is me. It's not my face, but trust me, this is me. And he starts telling a story that she would only know, that was him. And it made me think, if that happened to us, what would we say to each other to make us realize that nobody else knows or not many people know for you to believe, even though this is not, I got someone else's face on, but it's really me. What do I say to you to prove to you that it's me?
So what would you say to me?
One of the things, because I'm the only one and you're the only one that knows this.
Oh.
It's
What,
not. It's
wait,
not.
wait, 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 wait. Now a bunch of people are going to know this though.
Oh shit.
Yeah. Yeah, we're not just having a conversation amongst ourselves.
Well, let's hope that we never have to trade faces with somebody.
No, I'm saying like if you tell the story right now, everybody's going to know what you were.
Okay, so am I?
But that's fine. I don't care. I want to make
I mean,
sure
it's not
you.
a big thing. It's just
Okay.
something I know. If I said this, you would go, "There's no one else that would know that."
All right, let's do it.
And it's something so stupid, but
All right.
when you were trying to date me,
When I
or
was
maybe
trying
it
to
was
date you.
very first started dating.
When I was
don't
trying to
remember.
date you.
Don't come on. And we were eating lunch.
Oh.
And you had to get back to work. And so there was this fence. It was probably like thigh high for you, maybe
It was probably about waist high.
waist high.
Yeah.
And you go to jump over it, and your foot caught or something, and you fell and planted on the ground. And I saw the whole thing, but I wanted to spare you the embarrassment that I saw it. So I turned away from you so that when you looked up, you didn't think I saw you.
Yeah.
And then I told you that I had seen you do that. I don't remember how much longer afterwards, but that's something that you and I only know about each other. And it's
Was
so
there nobody?
stupid.
Was there nobody at the table?
There was. I can't remember who it was, but I don't think they were watching you.
You don't think they would be in a face-off movie?
No,
probably?
well, because otherwise, if they saw you, I wouldn't have been able to hide that I saw you, and we would have cracked up laughing at you. So I think we both did not see. Well, I saw you do it, but I acted like I didn't see you do it. But the other person didn't see you. But it was hilarious. He tried to look so like, let me jump over this fence, and then poof.
Well, to be fair, I was not trying to jump over the fence to impress anybody. I was just trying to take the shortest route to where I needed to go.
So anyway, that is what I would say, and you would probably go, "Yep."
Yeah, that would definitely. I mean, that'd be a good one.
I'm sure there's other good ones out there, but that's the one
Yeah,
that pops up into my head all the time.
I think for me, I would just like try to have sex with you or something, and you would know it was me because that's all I do is like try to get
That's
on.
lame.
Well,
That's the best you could come up with,
I mean,
bro.
dude, I got stories. I'd name your
That's
sex.
lame,
I'd name
right?
your sex toy. That nobody else would know that.
Okay, okay, that's fair.
Yeah,
Don't tell him the name.
I'm not going to tell them the name. Nobody else would know that though.
But that's new. I want you to.
You want me to go back
You're
and
gonna
give
have
you
to
like
dig deeper. I'm giving you
Okay.
a homework assignment.
Okay,
if you
fair
can't
enough.
think of one by the end of the show.
No,
I
I
need
can
something, something good.
I would talk to you about how I invited you to my apartment to watch wrestling.
Okay, that's fair.
When we were dating. What
Mhm.
else? I would talk about
That's a
our
good one.
inside joke about how you crashed my Mustang.
Oh my god.
Um,
What about "Love You Like a Love Song"?
Yeah, I would talk about how we
Mhm.
used to walk around the mall, and I would just start singing songs real loud
It's so
because I knew it would
embarrassing.
embarrass you.
Or wear a napkin,
Or wear, yeah,
like
or
a
wear
like a bandit. Like we would go out to eat, and he would take like the
big cloth napkin.
Back when I was younger, I was easily like I cared about what people thought. I was just easily embarrassed. I easily embarrassed myself. I've grown up since then, but he used to wear the little napkins, the fabric napkins that at a restaurant, and take it and put it up over his face and loop it around his ears. And I was like, "What are you doing?" And it would embarrass me. And he would do it on purpose because he knew it embarrassed me.
Yeah.
So that would be another one.
So
Anyway.
I mean, I think we have material we could
Yes.
prove to each other in a face-off situation.
So anyway, it just got me thinking, like, what do you know about your spouse
Yeah.
that it's just kind of like a inner circle kind of thing? What would you say if you were ever in a face-off moment?
Well, and something else though, like if you came to me, honestly, if you came to me with a different face,
Could you tell my body? Well, no, I take this back. He did have work done on his body.
okay, I don't remember this movie as much
They
as
did
you do.
like a liposuction or a tummy tuck or something like that because he was a little more. John Travolta in that movie was a little more obese than Nicolas Cage, but anyway, there were some other things that went into it, but still, he had sex with the person's wife. Like, could you not tell that wasn't your husband? I mean,
So
Yeah,
in this whole switch up thing, why did he do that?
because he's twisted. He's a bad person.
John Travolta was the bad
Nicolas
person.
Cage is the bad person.
So Nicolas Cage put John Travolta's mask on and banged John Travolta's wife in this movie, and she didn't know.
Guess not.
Okay, ladies, y'all are gonna have to chime in on this one. We got to hear. Could you not tell the difference in?
I could tell. I bet. That's another thing we've talked about. If I had you lined up and I could just see
My meat,
your twig and berries,
my dong.
yeah, could I tell if it was just you?
Could you tell if it was me? Not
Yeah,
just
I mean,
me.
if I could tell if it was you, I think I could.
I would hope so.
I've seen it
Like
a
a million times. So, so
we're gonna have to try
so
that
this,
out.
so
I'm
this
gonna
is
find a couple people we can do this.
this
with.
is a good question, ladies. If you walked into a room and there was a wall there, and there was holes in the wall.
Oh my! You
And
gotta see the nuts too. I feel like you gotta see.
Well, okay, you got to drop the nuts in there too. Like whatever. I'm just saying, there's like a way for everything to be covered, but that. Would you be able to tell the difference
I think I could.
between your man?
Just by sight, or could you touch?
You could touch too. And then, would you not be able to tell the difference if you were blindfolded and someone was and different dudes came to have sex with you? Would you not be able to tell the difference? I'm asking. I don't know. I've never been a lady.
Yeah, I don't know. I think I could.
What is
Hi,
that
cat.
cat doing?
I know you keep seeing us look at her because she's like trying to figure stuff out right now.
Oh,
Hi, Ziggs.
Ziggy's making another appearance on the
girl.
show. So anyway, let us know, because that, to me, that seems. I don't know. I don't know that that's fair though.
We went off on a tangent though.
We did, but it was a reasonable tangent. Like, flip it around. If I walked into a room and there was nothing but three.
Could you tell though?
That's what I'm saying. I don't think I could.
Yeah.
Just by feel. Maybe. I don't know.
We'll have to try it out.
Yeah, we'll have to walk into a room and just see. We got to go find glory hole.
Any
rooms.
volunteers?
So anyway, yeah, but I think but what I was getting at before we did go off on the tangent was, like, if you walked in and had a different face on, my wheels would be spinning. Even if you did tell me that story,
I know.
I'd be thinking, like, how does someone else know that, or could someone else know that?
To kind of be like,
yeah,
okay.
That's crazy. That'd be a hard situation.
Mm-hmm.
But I think if you started to stack enough things, like, it'd be pretty obvious that it was you, and someone just put their face on you or whatever happened.
I mean, also you could say something just recently, like, "Hey, we had this for dinner on whatever night."
Yeah.
Something.
But I'd be, in my mind's sick. I'd be thinking, like, they tortured you and pulled all this information out of you so they could do that and try to trick me. That's how my mind works.
I mean, I think this happened before. So she's a doctor in that movie, and she took blood sample, and she compared the blood sample and realized that was different. But I think even that wasn't enough. I think that story he told her about some specific thing is really kind of what threw her over the edge. Anyway, it was interesting.
You tell us.
If you've never seen the movie, you should watch it.
It sounds really interesting.
I know
I've seen it,
but that's still a good story.
I've seen it, and I don't remember any of this. So,
well, I loved the movie. That's why.
Fair enough. So next time we're gonna have 2 segments apiece that we're responsible for. So get ready. You got to think of 2 things that we're going to talk about, and then I'll think of 2 things that we're going to talk about, and that's going to be the way we do this show going forward.
You do such a good job.
I know, but it's time for you to start putting in on this.
I know.
It's time for you to start putting in on this. Something that I thought, and I've been wanting to talk about it for a couple of times, is like advice to your younger self.
I think we've kind of done something about this before.
No, I think we did. We did like things we wish we could change about our marriage. Things we wish we would have done better. Okay. I'm talking about just like advice to your younger self. And I think, and I'll just preface before we get into this conversation, I feel like there's levels to this. There's like there's like the crazy thing you wish you would have done in high school. There's like the serious stuff that you wish you could go back and change about your life, or something that you would tell yourself, hey, really focus on this. So it doesn't have to be like some.
I have one already if you're trying to like help me
Well,
think
go
of
ahead.
something.
Get us started.
I've always said this. I wish when I graduated high school, I went straight into college. And things kind of got crazy with us getting married and moved away. And I use that as an excuse. But really, what I should have done is like not had that be an excuse.
So how would you sum that up as an
Because
advice?
I would have been a CPA by now. And that's what I really wanted to do. I wanted to do accounting and become a certified public accountant. And so if I hadn't made excuses for myself, I would have done that. And I think people say, oh, this is boring. I loved that. I took accounting in high school. The whole checks and balances kind of thing is right up my alley. And that was something I really, really think I wish I could have gone back and said, do it. Stop giving yourself an excuse not to do it. So
Mama's autistic. She's like the accountant guy on the
I don't
accountant.
know. Now, if you asked me to do math, I'd be like,
I'm done. I'm out on that.
but in my prime,
So you would say your advice to your younger self would be to
pursue college.
pursue college sooner, and
It might have taken me a little longer than the norm, but definitely should have went the route to do what I really wanted to do in life. And which you say I could still do it now, and yes, I could still do it now. I do have a career already. I chose to go into nursing or whatnot, but I put all my eggs in that basket. Ship has sailed.
You're worn out.
I'm worn out.
Well, people make career changes all the time.
I know.
Even
I went to nursing school with my best friend in nursing school was 50-something years old, so
exactly
her second career.
So you could do it, babe.
Mm-hmm.
All you got to do is put your mind to it.
Put my back into it.
Put your back into it, babe. Maybe you get done faster if you put your back into it.
Okay.
So yeah, like I said, I thought of like multiple different things, and like one of the things for me, as I look back on, there's a couple things from when I was in high school. One of them would be, let me preface this. It took me a really long time to figure out when girls like actually liked me.
I know. It still took you a long time for me.
So like I really do, looking back on my high school time, feel like there was a lot of girls that liked me that I just didn't realize.
Well, thank God. Maybe because then you wouldn't be with me right now.
Quit looking all mad. But I didn't have a lot of confidence, and I didn't really. I think I always found a reason to say there's no way that person would like me versus just like. I look back on it now and think it's so stupid. Like, why wouldn't I just like try to pursue them?
Yeah.
And if they said no, who gives a shit? Like, it's not that big a deal.
Yeah.
Yeah. But at the time, I remember just being terrified. And so for me, as a young boy, that would be like one of the things I would tell myself is like, dude, they're either going to like you or they're not going to like you. Like, just try. You know what I mean? Yes. And if it works out, great. If it doesn't, big deal.
You're so cute.
I'm just saying, like that was a big deal for me in high. Like I had one girlfriend in high school.
I had one boyfriend in high school.
Fair enough. But so like that would be one. And then there's a funny story behind that, but I'm not going to tell that today. Okay. I think I should tell you before I tell. Yeah, it's pretty funny.
I don't know it.
It's pretty risque. Maybe you might know it.
Am I going to throat punch you for this?
Probably. But anyway, and then the other thing I think, like athletically, I would encourage myself to put a lot more effort into it because I was good in sports in high school. I was good in sports after high school, but man, I feel like I didn't do anything in high school to build upon whatever kind of, I did the bare minimum. Yep. That's the best way to put it. Like, I mean, I worked hard in the weight room when the team was in the weight room. I worked hard in drills when the team was in drills. I never did anything outside of that.
You're right. And I remember you pounding that into our kids.
Trying to, yeah.
Yeah, going, hey, this is something I regretted. So if this is something you really love, and you want to do more of it, you're gonna have to do stuff on your own and outside of this. And I don't ever want you to have any regrets, like that you could have done more.
Yeah.
I always remember saying that to the kids.
Yeah. Because that was a big deal for me.
Yeah.
So, see, I think those are two things for my younger self, like really younger self. And then I think like, man, I would, the advice I would give like my younger father self, I think would be like, man, everything's not so serious.
Yeah.
Like, don't put so much pressure on your kids. Like you were just talking. My father was pretty hard on me. I was notoriously hard on my children.
Mm-hmm.
Not just in sports, like school, like everything, really. Like, I just wanted my kids to, A, be good kids, but then B, whatever they decided to do, I wanted them to be the best they could be at it.
Yeah, but you can say that, but look at where they are now. We have really good kids.
Oh, they are good
maybe
kids.
if you didn't do that, it could have been
Yeah.
a different outcome.
I just think like I really look back on some of the conversations, and they weren't really conversations, but some of the things
feel like
I
you
would
could
say
have
to our
handled it
kids.
differently.
Yeah, I could have handled things a lot better with both the kids, with a lot of those types of things. So I think that, like, just enjoy it. So if you're a dad out there and you've got kids that are the age that are, you know, they're playing sports or they're starting to get into competitive sports, I think you got to find a balance. Like, you should definitely encourage them to try to improve themselves and be the best they can and all that stuff. But you can take that too far, and so that would be my advice to my younger father self.
But I can say the same thing about being a mom. I feel like it's an age thing. So we're living life now, and we enjoy being young and being empty nesters. But some of the sacrifices we made, or I don't want to say sacrifices, but the trade-off is we were very young parents. So we're trying to kind of still grow up ourselves and raise another human being. And you get lost in a lot of that, and your patience is so thin.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like if I were raising younger kids now, I'd be a freaking awesome parent compared to what I was when I was younger and raised them.
I've always said that.
So it's kind of like, yeah, it's great to be where we're at right now and the age we're at with an empty nest. But at the same time, it's like we probably could have been better parents being a little older ourselves.
Sure.
So
yeah,
what 6, 7, whatever that thing's called. I don't know what you call that.
I don't know what that is.
I
see it all the time.
But anyway, I was just like weighing the two. It's kind of like, you know.
I think individual people are way better grandparents than they were parents, almost exclusively. And it's because of what you just said. You kind of grow up and you realize, like, everything doesn't have to be the end of the world.
Yeah. Like, I would have just been so great right now, so patient with them.
Now, the one thing I would not change, because I don't want y'all to hear me wrong, my children would still be very disciplined.
Oh,
there would be very rigid rules and very rigid consequences.
And let me tell you, when your kids grow up, they will appreciate that. They tell us all the time, I'm so glad because I see these kids now, or I watch this or I watch that, and I cannot believe how they talk to their parents or how they behave. You would have never allowed us to do that. Heck yeah. That's just still wouldn't allow you to do it. But anyway, sorry to interrupt you.
No, it's fine.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, I can sit back and think, I mean, I've had a pretty good life. I think I don't have a ton of regrets.
Regrets is like we like to call it.
Yeah. But yeah, there's certain areas where, like, I feel like I'd have some pretty decent advice for my younger self. All right, we're back. We just had our very first Mama heard a door slam, had to go check it out, and then potty break in podcast history for us. So
sorry. Had to make sure my cat wasn't locked up in a room.
Whatever. You're just keeping me in here all night. We just got done talking about advice to our younger selves. We could probably talk about that for a really long time. But we just wanted to give you guys some insight into us on that. What are your things that you would tell your younger self? Another one is I would learn more about money.
I thought you were going to say Spanish.
No.
I would take Spanish class more seriously. That's what I
No,
would tell myself.
that is not one of them.
More
I
about
know
me.
enough Spanish. I can communicate with Spanish speaking people to an extent.
Please.
Come on.
Tequila.
I was racking it out. I was rapping it out with the taxi guy, not the transfer guy on the way to the airport. I was busting out all kinds of Spanish on him.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, money. I would advise myself to learn more and understand money better at a younger age.
Yeah.
Because
You did a good job with the kids on that.
We did better than our parents did with us.
Yes, they both understand credit. They want to keep credit scores high. They know. I mean, that's like very basic stuff right there. Is just making sure you pay your stuff, and
Yeah.
we put them as a whatever's.
They're authorized users
Yeah,
on credit
yeah,
cards, so they
That
have
help
good
build
credit.
their credit. So yeah, they kind of understand that. So I feel like that's important.
That's really important. Moving on from that, this is one that we've known about for a while, but we haven't talked about it on the show yet. And I don't know why, but Mama hasn't done any TikToks on it. The G6, what is it called?
It's a Dexcom continuous glucose monitor. So it's a brand.
Yeah, the Dexcom G6 continuous glucose monitor goes end of life in July of next year. And this is a big deal. Let me jumpstart this conversation.
Found out about that while we were on vacation, I believe.
Yeah.
Or right when we got back from vacation.
But this is a big deal because that is the CGM that Mama uses, and she's tried to use the G7, and it sucks ass.
I tried a month of it. So I tried 3 sensors and never had a successful use of the sensor.
Yes.
Not accurate. It's either reading too low when my sugar's way high, like it's not accurate at all, which is a type 1 diabetic. My insulin pump gives insulin based off of what my CGM is reading, my Dexcom is reading. So if it's not reading right, I'm not getting the appropriate amount or maybe too much of insulin. So that's a huge problem.
Either way, it's not the appropriate amount.
Yeah. And number 2 is connection issues. Could never connect to my Omnipod. I kept having sensor issues. Oh, it's been an hour since we haven't been able to connect to your insulin pump, and it was a nightmare. The whole month I tried that freaking sensor.
Yeah, and if I'm not mistaken, Dexcom has a class action lawsuit against them right now for the G7.
I read something about that. I don't want to dabble too much into that because I don't know 100%, but there have been issues well known.
Dexcom.
Yes, they're not going to be producing the G6s come July.
So I hope they get the G7 thing fixed because you made a big deal about it. You did a whole lot of TikToks, like you were gonna, like I'm trying this thing out, and it was.
I did. I gave it a whole month, three of them, and it sucked really bad. And I went on the trip to Cancun, and I put on a sensor before we left, a couple days before we left, and then didn't have to put one on until we got back. I was in the beach. Saltwater. I was in the pool. I had walked away from my phone to do walks up and down the beach with you, had been away from my phone in the pool. I had, it said, oh, can't find sensor for a second just because I was out of range. And as soon as I got back in range, it found it. Not a single problem being away from that sensor or being in the water. And I've had nothing but issues with the G7. So I really hope they get that fixed because if they don't, I will seriously probably think about switching to a
different
system.
brand, right? Yeah, I mean, I think you have to.
And that includes the insulin pump. So
are there other brands that have the autonomous pump?
Well, yes, all of them have the auto mode pretty much.
No, autonomous pump. In other words, it sticks to your body. You don't have
That's not, but tubeless is what you call that.
Whatever. You know what I'm talking about.
Tubeless pump. I think there's one other one that might be coming out soon.
So there isn't any other
I don't think so.
quote unquote tubeless
I don't know.
pumps.
And if there is, let me know because I'll probably be looking because if this G7 hasn't gotten any better, I'm not going to sit there and put myself through that. I think it's called Mobi or Tandem, something like that. I think it's supposed to be coming out with a tubeless system. That's why I like the Omnipod.
So you can't use other CGMs with the Omnipod? They only work with Dexcom?
You can use an Omnipod by itself, but the only CGM it'll connect to is the Dexcom.
That's what I just asked.
Yeah. So if you ever want to do auto mode, you have to use the Dexcom.
Well, maybe they'll figure out the issues with the G7 or something. Didn't you say also, and didn't you also say that other people on TikTok have also mentioned this, that you think part of the problem is the sensor's connection to the iPhone?
I said I wonder if it's that. Because a lot of people with the G7s would say, "Oh, I haven't had any problems," but then they didn't mention that they use it with a insulin pump. So do they use it just by itself and they haven't had any problems? Is it the app on the iPhone that's having the connection issues? Like I don't know, but whatever it is, it needs to get figured out.
Yeah, it's pretty frustrating because I feel like with the G6, you've really found a good groove.
Yeah,
And
it's perfect. I don't care about the 2-hour warm up. I'll take it because it's so freaking accurate and works great.
Yeah, and I mean, like your A1Cs have been awesome.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, big blow to the G6 community, which I know there's a lot of people out there. You showed me a lot of TikToks.
I follow a lot of type 1 diabetic. What do you call? I won't say influencers, but
they are influencers,
I guess
per the definition of influencer. I hate that word, but
I do too. But anyway, all of them love the G6, and they don't do the G7, probably for the same reasons I do.
Yeah,
because if it's not accurate, we're not getting the appropriate amount of insulin we need.
Extend the G6, Dexcom. Don't screw over your. I wonder why they're even doing it. I'm gonna have to research this because I got to be honest.
They probably don't want to produce
separate
ones anymore.
I take all my information from you on these things, and I very seldom go out and try to research them myself. But I think I got to do that and try to figure out why, because that is kind of crazy, and it's near and dear to me. So anyway, G6 folks, if you're on the G6 and you're listening, it's going away in July if you haven't heard. So be making plans, be thinking about what's next for you, I guess. Last thing we'll do is a mailbag. We got someone reached out on the contact form last week, said, "Hey, I just started watching the podcast. Love the content. Follow you on TikTok, which is awesome. We appreciate that." And they said, "Do your kids follow you on social media and or listen to your podcast? And if so, do they ever get uncomfortable with the material?" And so that's a great question.
It is.
And for those of y'all, well, if you listen to this podcast, you know it's pretty open and we talk about all kinds of stuff, and a lot of it's sexual in nature, and it's just adult nature, right? I guess.
Yes.
And then our TikToks are very much the same way in a lot of cases. So I'll let you start, Mama. What do you think?
I think if we told our kids that we had a TikTok or had a podcast about this stuff, they would get pissed that we even told them about it.
Yes.
Because they would not want to know about that.
Yeah. Yeah. I do not think our kids.
They don't.
I don't think they know.
They don't know because our daughter is very.
She would probably say something.
She would say something, right? I mean.
And I think our son would too.
Yeah, they both would. So they don't know about it. We haven't told them about it. And purposely, we haven't told them about it because I think they'd be pissed that they even know that we were doing this. Because, ew, gross.
Yeah, exactly.
In their mind.
So, yeah, our kids, I feel like they don't know. At one point, and we can fold into like how other people in the family have found our TikTok. But at one point, our daughter said something when she came over to the house, like almost like kind of hinting at that she might know. But it never went anywhere from there. So I don't know if it was just coincidence or if she just kind of backed off from it and whatever. So
no, they would point blank go, what the heck? Or she'd like send me the TikTok or whatever she ran across and be like,
well, at some point,
what y'all doing?
at some point they're going to find it, right?
Yeah,
like
they will.
it's going to happen.
But they would get mad if we told them about it. Like that's not something they'd want to know about. Like, whoa, why'd you tell me that? That would be kind of like how their reaction would be.
Yeah, fair enough. What if you just told them we had a TikTok, but you didn't tell them anything about it? You think they'd be mad?
No, she'd want to go watch it. And then she'd be like, yeah.
Oh, I see.
Why'd you tell me?
I see what you're saying. Yeah, so to answer your question, no, the kids don't know. Also to answer your question, it sounds like Mama at least believes they'd be uncomfortable with the.
I do think they'd be uncomfortable
with the. And what does that say about us?
It just means we have boundaries.
No. Not that we don't tell them about our TikTok, but that our kids would be uncomfortable with the content on our TikTok and the content of our podcast.
We're just very open.
That's fair. I'm not.
With what we say.
I'm not judging us. I'm just saying, like, what does that say about us?
Mm-hmm.
I think to me it says, like, I spent a long time raising you, and now I'm going to do what I want to do. And if you don't like it, that's fine.
Yeah, I was going to say none ya.
Yeah, exactly. None of your business.
But
as I alluded to, though, some people did find it. Do you want to talk about that?
No, really don't.
Okay.
Because they haven't talked to me since out of them finding out. So.
Which is crazy. Like, it's not like
I'm some horrible.
It's not like we're promoting like and again, I'm not judging anybody that does this, but we're not promoting like we're not promoting like an OnlyFans account or something like that. We're just dicking around in the pool or the hot tub, like just having fun. So yeah. Yeah, but no, nobody knows that we know of except for the people we do know of. They definitely aren't our kids.
No.
Well, I think that's the show for today. I think we're running out of time. We're going to run out of camera for sure because Mama had to get up and go to the bathroom and chase a ghost and all kinds of other stuff.
Chase a ghost. That was a ghost. I don't know what happened.
Yeah, but check out the website, talesfromemptynest.com. All the links to the podcast, all the links to the socials, contact form. Send us your questions, comments. If you want us to talk about something specifically on the show, send us the topic and we'll probably talk about it on the show. Link to our stores there. Again, we know we're not getting rich selling y'all stuff, but we've actually had some pretty cool little like pieces that we've said, hey, like this is cool. Mm-hmm. Like the little tumbler thing is good. The bag is awesome. The koozies are awesome. So if you're interested in any of that stuff, check that stuff out. And then be checking out the travel vlogs. I pulled all the video off of my phone for the travel vlog. Now I just got to start cutting it up and getting it pieced together, and then we'll have to narrate over some of it too, because I think we want to talk about what we're showing people in the videos. Sure. So we'll see how that goes. But we got our trip coming up, and I'm gonna do some doggone aerial stuff. So that's gonna be cool.
You got us back.
Yeah, I got us back. I don't know what the hell just happened. Like it just disconnected right when you were talking about disconnection.
I know.
Anyway, so there will be more travel vlogs over time. I'll continue to get better at that, and I think I'll probably start doing like some cooking stuff on there maybe too on the YouTube channel. Like how
does anyone want to see that?
I think you do. And if I don't lose enough weight, I'll be doing those videos in a thong because I have to.
They'll definitely want to see it then.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, that's it for the show this time. We hope you guys have an outstanding Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
We'll be out of town this weekend. We'll be shooting a lot of videos, so there'll be TikTok stuff for y'all to look at, and then we'll have another show before New Year's, before we head into the new year. And man, year's flying by. It's crazy.
Okay, wait, hold up! I just realized 26th wedding anniversary, 26th day, going into the 26th year
of this century. Mind blown. Something good's going to happen next year. It's got to. That's all it is. You guys have a good night. You got to dance, Mom.
I have a cat on my lap.
I don't care. You still got to dance.
Ziggy, we got to dance.